Come with me on this particularly crazy weekend as a musician who wears many hats. Now, first off, I'm not here to glorify hustle culture or give a TED talk about grind set mentality, and I'm definitely not here to whine. This is not a productivity flex or a burnout badge of honor, but I think it is valuable to talk about and share how versatile music can be, and also how I'm sure many of us have a side hustle or a few. Especially since we live in a time where you can technically work anywhere, anytime, which also somehow means we're also working everywhere, all the time. So striving for balance while trying to pay rent with passion projects, it's a bit of a circus, and I'm just one of the monkeys trying to juggle it all while enjoying the chaos that is life. All right, so let's get into it. So as you saw, Fridays begin with me teaching online lessons bright and early. Gotta make use of how accessible things have become and teach people from all over the world, right? My weekends, Fridays to Sundays, are the busiest since that's when most students are free. It's also because I have 2 studios, so it only makes sense to bunch as many of them in one place at one time. Then I go when I work out, because it works really well with my schedule's flow. Somehow squeezing in a workout between teaching and studio increases the likelihood of me actually taking the time to make sure my body can sustain this style of living. Also, can we rewind? Look at that. Look at me powerhousing through those chin-ups. I'm so proud of myself. Shout out to Cammy at Superhuman because I would not have been able to do this without him. He is an awesome high-performance coach, especially for classical musicians, and he gave me this lean workout. So I do the chin-ups, the bench presses, the walking lunges, the suitcase carry, and bam, 30 minutes, I'm done. Yeah! All right, let's zen out a bit. I need to head home and grab lunch, but more importantly, I have a special drink ritual, which right now it's matcha. Anyways, this is not my lunch. I do have a real lunch, but this is a 3-day-old hojicha mochi donut that was supposed to be a reward that I put off, and now I need to ingest this dry brick of sugar carbs because it'll feel like a waste if I don't. I know it makes no sense, especially since I worked out, but I also can't bear to return to a mummified version of this donut in like 2 days' time, so I'm gonna eat it. So remember how I said I had 2 studios? Well, it's time to go to the second one. So I'm going to say goodbye to my cat for the next 24 hours, and she's going to bid me farewell in the coldest way possible. I love my baby. And let's commute on the train to my other studio. Usually I pass out on the train. Today I can't because I'm having to put out scheduling fires. You know, that 1 or 2 times a year where a handful of students decide to change their schedules at the same time. It's a headache. Now I'm in my studio, still sending out administrative emails before my first student walks in for their lesson. You know, as a musician, I'm always recording myself and watching it back, learning more and critiquing myself and analyzing, but I don't think I've ever actually done that with my teaching. So this is going to be a new experience for both me and you. Let's see what a lesson with me is like. The challenge for this piece is going to make sure that one hand is the thing that's going to be jumping off, while the other hand is staying down on the piano. Ya da 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 da.
Oftentimes what happens is I get back here, and then I end up having to play it like that. And that doesn't feel good at all.
But there's no reason for you to think about the thumb when you're on the 5. Because the 3 is going to get you to the thumb, not the 5.
Right, that diagonal you were talking about, right?
Yeah. There. 4 hours later, some food, and I'm off to learn some music for the rehearsal. Gotta cram when you can. Good morning again. We're starting off Saturday morning strong as I become a human metronome and a rhythm machine. Look at that half-awake brain go. I'm sure my student is also half awake. Oh, looks like we're working on technique or something.
And which one feels easier to do to move the fingers faster? This one, yeah, because when your fingers are tight like this, all your muscles here are actually kind of lifting your fingers up. But then you're also asking the muscles at the bottom to pull the fingers down. So the muscles are like working against each other. It's a tug of war. Yeah. When your fingers are relaxed, then at least these guys aren't activated, and we're just working with these ones that pull the fingers in. Which makes sense as a piano player because our fingers or keys are not above us. We're not working to lift.
The morning teaching session is done, and a friend and I decided to meet up to work on our websites over lunch because I have an extended break between students today. Nothing like body doubling to help each other get through work. Though I think you can see him lose his mind and his soul over there behind my laptop screen. Don't worry, I will be joining him shortly because I'm trying to avoid redesigning my website by doing another task. So I'm here creating a branding lookbook for one of the classical music festivals I work for. I'm their social media manager, and to streamline the process with our graphic designer, I'm breaking down how I made the posts so that she can have a template to work off of as I offload some of my work to her. Corporate efficiency ain't so bad sometimes. So since I basically finished that, I had time remaining to actually work on my website. It was painful, but at least I got started and I got the ball rolling. It's been probably over 5 years since I last updated my website, so it is time for a change. And now we're back to teaching students. It is time to commute and go back home. I usually pass out during this time. Do you see that yawn? Just kidding. I remember that I had a meeting to discuss how to get collaborations and clients for social media, so I needed to review my old pitch packages. Join me as I reminisce. Look at how much of a high achiever I was. Does anyone want to know more about this information? If so, maybe I can make some content on it. Something you must understand about me is that I live off of snacks and I'm freaking hungry after teaching, working, and commuting. People often ask me how I schedule my time so that I can get so much done, and honestly, I just schedule around my feeding time. I can't work or enjoy life if I don't feed myself. So watch me devour that matcha Madeleine. So I was notified of a sudden program change before rehearsal. So here I am reading through a piece to see how doable it is. Into another late night, 9 p.m., 10 p.m., 11 p.m. practice session. It's Sunday, the last stretch of this weekend extravaganza. I'm here rehearsing with some violinists in preparation for their exam.
Look, to my surprise, not one, but two of my spirit animals.
Recently, I've been having a strange relationship with pigeons, one involving a mild concussion, but that's another story for another time. Because right now, I'm on a call to share with a friend how to get social media collaborations and to work with clients. And I'm finally done this long weekend. I'm picking up a dear friend at the Royal Conservatory of Music because she just finished adjudicating a slew of mock exams. We're going to go see the cherry blossoms, we're going to catch up over dinner, and we're going to jiggle some pancakes. I hope you enjoyed this extremely long vlog. I didn't know it was going to take this long. But yeah, happy practicing!